Hello, I'm Sandra Allen Lovelace, and I am a trauma-informed transformation coach, but I'm also a speaker and an author. Today's Tell It Like It is about the whole truth, finding out the whole truth, understanding the whole truth, how important the whole truth is, not just truth, bits and pieces here and there, which is good and fine and all of that. But what about the whole truth? Let me give it to you in a nutshell. I'm going to do more about this another place, I think, but let me give it to you in a nutshell. A year ago, I was diagnosed with osteoporosis, and the number I was given was minus 2.7. It starts at minus 2.5, so that's not a terrible number. But I dedicated my entire self for this last year to everything I could think of to improve that number. I'm taking AlgaeCal Plus and some other products. I'm watching over my nutrition, exercise, particularly focusing on the weight bearing, but really over everything. My hormones, getting those in balance. All kinds of balance in my life for a year. So to go back for a 1-year checkup and have the bottom line number say minus 2.7, no change after a year of that kind of commitment and dedication. Like, I don't know about you, but that kind of tends to suppress, like, what's the use of doing this and so on and so on. But that didn't last very long. I just figured I'd start targeting the hip. I would do this, this, and this, and I was about that. But I asked my primary care to get another total hip reading because we had that last year, but we didn't have it this year. And I wanted to have that for comparison. And I couldn't figure out how I could get an 18% increase in bone density in my spine and 0.15 in my hip and have no change. Like, what's that about? So she asked, and yesterday the report came in. My total hip number is minus 2.0. 2.0. You have to be minus 2.5, which is 0.5 further down, to be in the osteoporosis box. I'm not even in the osteoporosis box any further. So addendum number 2 was added to my diagnostic exam for this year. But it's exactly that, an addendum. Notice how different I look and sound and feel today. No, I'm not discouraged. I'm still as intentional as I was a year ago. I'm still as dedicated as I have been, and I will continue to be. I'm not just saying, oh good, I'm outside the box, throw everything else up in the air and just enjoy life. No, it proves that I'm doing the right things. I've got balance going on in my life, and I'm going to persevere there because those numbers are going to keep getting better and better, and my bones one day are going to be as strong as when I was 30. Let's say 30. A lot younger anyway. Anyway, it's great. It's great. So it took 2 different times of going back to get the information corrected, to ask specifically for accuracy to get to this place. Learned a lot about myself. The people who claim that I'm borderline OCD, I am analytical. God puts these thoughts in there. First of all, he built me with the skill that to be analytical is part of who I am. And that skill gets put to use for other people all the time, but also for me. I have to tell you, it's sort of like, since we're here in November, Thanksgiving week, but if there were a Christmas tree with God's blessings underneath, it was a blessing that my numbers improved by 18% and 0.15%. That was a blessing. And even though I had prayed, God, please, I've worked so hard this year, just get me out of osteoporosis. And that didn't appear to be there. And I said, God, I know you're still on the throne. Thank you for this confirmation. I'm working in the right direction. Help me figure out what I can do to increase in the hips area, in the right hip. I only have one, etc. Then, and we'll go forward here. But I trust you. Thank you for giving me this improvement, so on and so on. And then this little thought comes up, which I choose to believe was Holy Spirit. I was chatting with my doctor. I said, we didn't get a total hip number again. We got that last year, but not this year. I wonder why, and so on. And she said, yeah, that's a good question. I said, would you mind asking for that? She said, no, I don't mind at all. And she, right while I was there, she typed it in, sent it off. And bingo, God had a greater gift. Maybe not a bigger box, maybe not as fancy or anything else, but there was another gift. If I had just taken one thing and walked away, one gift and walked away, even in appreciation and blessing and thankfulness and so on and enjoyment, I would have missed the other one if I didn't keep looking. If I didn't reach further under the tree, if I didn't ask him, if I didn't keep my eyes open and ready, it just didn't make sense that there would be no change if there was all this going on. Good stuff. So, there you have it. One of the things, as I was sharing with a friend this morning, said, and what did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about yourself? And I could hear this little thought. You could say it comes from anywhere. The Holy Spirit and I have buddies. Sandra, your trust factor is a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for. It would have been really nice to have gotten that number and known immediately that the work I put in over the last year, and more importantly, that the prayer that I lifted up to God, just get me out of that box. I can't stand it that people keep bringing that up when I'm talking about other health issues. And there it was. It's just that it was hidden behind 2 mistakes by the radiologist. 2, not just 1, 2 mistakes. And it took some personal advocacy, which I said to somebody, I feel like I'm earning a degree in personal advocacy over here because every area I just have to keep on it. So there's my update for today. Hi, Sophia. I'm so glad you're here. You've come in at the end, but I'm telling you, this is incredible news. I don't have osteoporosis anymore. In 1 year's time, 1 year. Now, it wasn't dramatically negative number, but God brought me out exactly according to what I asked him. And I need to remember that for my life, for my ministry, etc., the big things he's shown me, the requests I've made to be able to encourage other women forward with the truth that he's given me, the whole truth. Salvation isn't only about heaven. It's about being able to rest in Jesus now, here in this fallen world. So, there you have it. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks, Sophia. See ya. Bye-bye.